Hi guys, welcome to another Barb Stamps video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this adorable card and this adorable little treat. And we're going to focus on pleating this gorgeous shaded spruce ribbon. But first, I wanted to introduce you to my Tag a Buffet Create Where You Are November class to go. The class includes 4 different cards with envelopes, and you're going to get to make 8. So you'll make 2 of each design. You get 8 envelopes, and you get all the pre-cut cardstock pieces to create the cards. You also get a half a pack of the Tis the Season Designer Series paper, 5 of these amazing 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 acetate boxes that you can do lots of fun things with, the Wonder of the Season ribbon combo pack, and the Real Red or Red Rhinestone Gems. The purchase of class is $45. There's a link in the description below this video. If you want to add the stamp set, you can do that for $21, and the link is also below in this video. So this is my November class to go, and I would love it if you would give it a try and you make these amazing cards. I don't normally show my cards in my class, but I am to you guys today. This card I already have a video for. You can check that out on my channel. And you can see how I made this fun card. So let me get the supplies for the projects we're making today and we'll get started. All right, we'll quickly mostly put the card together. I have this 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of cherry cobbler, and I have run it through our winter snow embossing folder. And so we're just going to add that to the front of the card. I have this piece of the Designer Series paper. This measures 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. Then I have a 2-inch circle punch and a 1/2 inch strip of white. So this is going to be pretty quick to put together, and then I'll show you how to do the pleating. Get some adhesive on this guy. We'll just add it down here near the bottom of the card layer. Got a little excess. Trim that off, and then I'm going to add some dimensionals. See, I used a scrap piece. I love using up my scraps. Just going to peel the paper backings off of this. And we'll add it to the front of the card. Need a little room here for myself. Okay. Got myself a 2-inch circle punch here, and I'm going to stamp my ornament in the memento. We'll get that right about there, and we're going to need 2 of them because we do have our little treat box that we're going to need to decorate. Okay, there we go with that. Also got my little strip here. I've got the really large sentiment that comes in the stamp set, but I'm going to mask off most of it. I only want the bottom word that says joy and happiness. So I'm going to ink that up in some cherry cobbler just down there, just to get those words. And of course you need to remove the tape, very important part of masking. And then I'm just going to stamp this right in the middle of this little strip of cardstock here. It's about 1/2 inch. There we go. Let's set that aside. Hopefully we can find it later. I'm going to throw my tape in the trash. Okay, so we are going to wrap a belly band around this. So I've got 2 pieces of the same pattern of the Designer Series paper, and they both are 1 3/4. So one of them I'm going to put on the back of the box, and then I'm just going to fold it. I'm not going to use a scoring tool or anything. I'm just going to fold it around and then crease my folds. And we'll do that on the other side. So we'll get a crease line there, crease line there. Okay. And then I also need to trim this down to 3 1/8 because that's the width of the box. And since 6 by 6 paper is not quite long enough to go all the way around, we're just going to go ahead and add a little strip. So I'm going to add, whoa. Let's just toss this around everywhere. I'm going to add a little bit of seal adhesive right here on the edges. And I've already got my chocolates in my box, and I'm going to bring that up And then I'm just going to adhere these ends to the back of this piece of paper. And I'm not going to make it super tight, but I'm going to make it tight enough so that it doesn't just fall off. But I want to be able to slide it off, you know, so the person could reuse it. So that's easy peasy. That's done. We've almost got the card done. All we need to do now is do our pleating around this little guy here. Well, actually both of them, but I'm just going to show you one. So I'm going to bring in some of this gorgeous shaded spruce ribbon. And then all you need to do at first, I've got a chunk here just sitting here. You just cut it up the middle. And these are probably too long, but better to be too long than too short. It doesn't really matter if your cutting is perfect or not. Then you're going to take some tear and tape adhesive. I found this to be the easiest way to make this work. And you're going to put it on the edge of your ribbon. If you cut it in half, you can pretty much just go down the length of the ribbon. Okay, let's tear that off. Press that into place, and then we're going to tear off the paper backing. Where is my... Take your pick tool, works pretty good for this. You just get underneath the backing paper there. There we go. Let's tear that off, and you can see I've got the adhesive on there. So then all you need to do is just take your circle and just start wherever, and then you're just going to pleat this. And you're just trying to get it right to the top of the adhesive so that the adhesive obviously isn't going to show to the front of the circle. You can have your pleats be, you know, as big or I guess as wide or as skinny as you want them to be. And we're just going to go all the way around. And of course this piece isn't quite long enough, so we're going to use a little bit of the other one. But I think you're getting the idea here of how this works, and it's a little bit forgiving. Okay, so we need to add a bit to one of these pieces here. We're going to try about this much. Let's see if we can get this off without the take your pick tool. And I did find that it was a lot easier to put the adhesive on your piece of ribbon than to put it on the back of the paper. I found it just worked a lot better. So you just want to kind of meet up with that first pleat, and then just continue pleating around. So it's not difficult. It might be a little time consuming, but the reward is definitely worth it. I just think it looks really, really cool. Okay, and then that last bit, we'll just get down behind the first one, and then you can't really tell. And then we can snip off this excess here. Okay, and there, that's it. That's all you need to do. So I already have one done, so because I need a total of 2 for today, so we've got this guy done already. And I'll show you how to color that in, and you're just going to stick that on the front of your little treat box here. Oops, that didn't go into the center very well. Oh, see, here's what happens on the back. If you try to put the adhesive on the back of it, you make a gigantic mess. So definitely put the adhesive on the ribbon, not on the paper. Okay, so then to color this, I've got some Cherry Cobbler Stampin' Blends, and I'm going to start out with a little bit of the dark. I'm just going to add some of that dark right here on the edge, kind of coming around on the bottom just to create some shading here. Then I'm going to come in with my light. I'm going to kind of drag that dark color over, trying to fill in the gap because we don't want there to be a harsh line there. And you can see I've still got that, but the more I blend with my light, the more that harsh line goes away. And then you're just going to color the whole inside of the ornament here. Blends are amazing. They just color so nicely. And then I'm going to take my dark shaded spruce. We'll hit these lines here. And there we go. If you have a Winkestella, you can add a little bit of Winkestella up here on the little ornament hanger. And then of course we need a little tiny gold bow. And so there's also the gold baker's twine that comes in this set of ribbon that's included in your kit. And while I'm thinking about it, guys, give my video a thumbs up if you're thinking about it right now. I would really appreciate it. It helps my channel a lot. And you can also subscribe to my channel right down here in the corner and then click that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. All right, so we've already tied a bow. And I'm just going to add it with a glue dot. And then, so the glue dot's obviously too big, so then I just kind of fold it back on itself with my fingernail. And then I'm just going to attach it to this little ornament hanger here. I'm going to bring my card back in because we've got to finish the card. So we're going to add some dimensionals back here. One there and one there. And I'm just going to add this over here to this edge of the card. Super easy layout, really cute. Our little joy and happiness. I'm just going to trim some off this edge. And we do have a banner punch that will punch this, but it's misplaced somewhere here in my stamp room, so I'm going to have to use my scissors. So there's my little strip. Now, if you have a bone folder, what I like to do sometimes is I'm rolling it in the center here, and then the ends I'm rolling the opposite direction. So you can kind of see I have a little bit of a bump there, I guess you could say. And so I'm going to just add a little bit of liquid glue on that bump, and then of course on the end. And then I am just going to tuck that right under here and press that into place. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I'm going to bring in some of these red rhinestones. And we'll just pick a few off and just add them. Whoops, I think I'm going to move that one so it's not on the designer series paper. There we go. And then this one down here. And there we have a super cute card and gift item with this gorgeous ribbon pleated around the circles. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check my description for the links to the class that I'm offering with this set, and I hope you have a wonderful day.